Hello, everyone. Hope everyone can hear me. Welcome to the Benevolent Universe Society. This is a Lego live stream, and happy to have you. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, this is a part two of a mini part series because what I am building is. I'm building this, the Milky Way galaxy. It so far so good. I've made it through. So to give you guys background information for those of you just joining, maybe didn't join last week. Um, this set has over 3,000 pieces, exactly 3,091 pieces to be precise. It has six, count them, six. This one we're working on, we're still on one, but it has 6 books, so it's a pretty awesome and a pretty big build. And last week we started it. I think I have my pieces that we're going to need for this week. I'm going to go ahead and set them right here, though. But this is what we built last week. And we stopped at step 23, I believe. So let's go ahead and resume. Hope everybody had a good week. I know I did. I'm in Florida, and we had a cold front come through, and I just probably like everybody else right now is experiencing cold. It's not a Florida thing typically. We get a little bit of cold weather, but nothing crazy. But it's been super cold and been kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. Isn't it snow? Isn't it going to snow? We didn't see snow in our area, but who knows? You never know. So, to give you an idea, I'm on step 23. And which is basically taking these pieces. We built this C. There it is. C for cool. C for chill. We built the big C in these 2 pieces. And essentially, it's going to be our frame for the Milky Way galaxy. So I'm going to go ahead and snap them in just like so. Got the first one right here. Kind of see how it's all flush. And the other side. Snapping it in. Bam. So it's a pretty good size frame so far. Three-fourths of a frame, but you get the idea. All right. Again, we're still in book 1 here. I'm gonna turn the page and go to step 24. So this set has about, it felt like a bajillion bags. I think when me and my son sorted them, I think there were like 31 bags. Don't quote me on it. We'll eventually get through all of them. It will take some time. But they've got these bags that are numbered. But they also have these other bags. And I call them the big bags, basically, the no-name, no-number bags. And they're kind of denoted with a little piece like this in the instructions. So let's go ahead and get a few of those for 24. Looks like we're going to need 6 of them. So there, 6. I'm going to set this frame aside. We'll eventually need to come back to it. Actually, I'm going to keep it right here because we are going to need to snap stuff on it. So let me handle that. Let's see. We need 6. So 6 of these babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And feel free if you have any Legos, it's awesome to build along with me. It's just real chill. And I've liked Legos pretty much all my life. I didn't really get to have the good Legos, like the big sets and stuff like that, till much of my adulthood, well into my adulthood. But I've pretty much have always built Legos on and off in my life. Sometimes I go through numerous sets in a year, and maybe the next time I'll get through maybe only I'll skip a little while and then I'll do get other sets. Now I try to build at least a few sets a year, and I like it because it's stress relief. It's good just to kind of relax, use your hands, build something. You're not necessarily looking down on a screen, because it seems like that's what we do a lot now, is just constantly on our devices, which I think is ironic. I'm telling you that, which you're probably watching it from a device. But yeah, Legos are just very chill. I've always enjoyed them. So I don't know. I've been kind of led to start this channel and then do these Lego live streams and just have people come and hang out. And I don't know. I think we all it's good to have it's good to have a friend in your corner, and I feel like we're all big one happy family in this universe. So yeah. Step 25. I got step 24 down. Basically, I put 3 of the big ones on that side. You could see. To you. 3 on this side, 3 on the other side. Now I'm on step 25, and I'm going to need 12 of these long ones. Call them long flats. But I think those were in bag 2, so let me grab those. Yeah, I think these were it. These are the only thing that was left from bag 2, I believe. That goes right there. And it says we need 12 of them. And here's my remover. These are awesome that they include these now. Just, the sets they've always been good, but they've just made them even easier and more awesome to build with. So, oh, one thing I didn't mention on the last one, I thought this was cool. So this piece also came with it as well. If you take a look here, it looks like, so you have this piece and this piece, and this piece is really good for getting the big pieces, but it is kind of tough with some of the smaller pieces. But this, look at it, it's like a little golden crowbar that they included. I just thought it was a really awesome touch. And I haven't had to use it yet, but I'm sure it could potentially come in handy with those teeny tiny ones that you slap down and then you realize, oops, I shouldn't have put it there. So I'm going to move that aside because we're going to go back to our 12 flat pieces. And let me go ahead and stick them on here. very similar where we're going to put 6 on this side, and then we're going to put 6 on this side. That's a really cool trail. All right. Let me go ahead and stick these here. I've already put 2 down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm going to flip it. Flip it. And then we'll go ahead and do the other side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Now we're going to see. Looks kind of finished. You can kind of see that. And you can kind of see the dimensionality on this. It's like, you know, 3 tall and then 2 small deep. It's pretty good size. Dare I make a joke? That's what she said. Sorry. All right. We're on step. We just finished with 25. Now we're on step 26. And 26 is awesome. So we get some of the no name, the no name, no number pieces, the incognito pieces. And then we also get to open a new bag. That's exciting. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get the bag queued up here. First, let's go ahead and get the pieces that we're going to need from the incognito bags. So 9, we can kind of see here. Yeah. We need 9 long ones and then 4 long flats. So let's do that. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 of those guys. And then we need 9 of the other pieces. I'm going to set this aside. All right. And 9 of the other pieces. Let's count them down. We got 1. Let's set these aside. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. Now we got all our pieces of what we need. So we're going to hold those aside. And then we're going to open up. Actually, I'm going to set these aside right here, because we also have the awesome privilege of being able to open a new bag up, which I love getting to open up a new bag. So this is bag 3 of 3 million or 31, I think. We'll see which one we get to first. All right, so I got it. You ready? I'm going to open. It's open. It's ready. Ah, that's very satisfying. Very satisfying. All right, I'm going to corral this in. Corral this back in. lot of good pieces here. Oh. Kind of looks like a heart, a messed up heart maybe, but I tried. But I do love all my viewers. I love all of humanity anyways. Onward. All right, number 26. So we got these guys right here. These are from our no-name bag. And then we have this, where we need one of these, a smaller flap, and then one of 2, 4, 6, 8, an 8 count. 2, 4, 6, 8, which is again a smaller version of what we had earlier. And if you see on step 26, we need to snap it together like so. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. Well, we're going to need one. We're going to snap it right here. Boom. There it is. You can kind of see. All right. On to step 27. All right, let's do that. Step 27, we need 2 tiny ones. Let's go ahead and get it started. We got 1, 2. 2 little ones. 2 little ones. And let's put that here. And put that here. Bam. All right. Oh, yeah. Then that's where we get the big ones. So, we got to take this big one from our no-name bag, and we got to pop it right on here. Like so. There you go. And now we're going to turn to the next page, which is, looks like we're going to be making the corners. All right, let me do this. So we got this and this. And then this. And 2 of these tiny little ones, teeny tiny little ones. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and assemble this. So step 29 is to put the little L pieces together. And then step 30 is to put the little teeny tiny pieces together. So let's do that. So here's step 29. And then the tiny pieces. And then step 30. So then you have a piece just like that. All right. Excuse me. All right. Now we need, for 31 and 32, we're going to need 2 of the long pieces, and we're going to need 2 of the tiny 2 counts with the little cross or plus in there. You see? Pretty cute. All right. Let's go ahead, do and do that. All right. And that was 32. Bam. You take these pieces and then we put them on what we did for 31. Good stuff. All right, so we're on to step number 33. So for step number 33, it looks like we're going to need two of these. Let's move this over. Two of these. And two of these. All right. Now we're going to take these pieces and assemble some more awesomeness. So so 33 is putting these pieces together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and take these two big ones. We're going to put them, yep, I'm going to put them right here. One on one side, one on the other side. And we're going to go ahead and put this right here, right there, right there, and right there. Boom. This is 33. Kind of see. A lot of ease. Right angles. All right. So for step 34, I'm going to need a big boy. And I'm going to place it like so. Boom. There it is. All right. I get to turn the page. What are we doing next? 35. We're on 35 right now. We need one of these and one of these. So I'm gonna, big one, teeny tiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one right here. And then I'm gonna put this tiny one right here. We even it out. Look at that. You see that dimension? That's nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Next. Step 36. We got to add more of the awesomeness on here. Here's step 36. So you can see. We're going to take this, bam, and we're going to add it right here. Moving along. All right, now we're on step 37. And we're going to need, for step 37, which like so, we're going to need one of these, and we're going to need another teeny tiny one. And 37 is placing it right here. bringing it up right there. There we go. So that was step 37. And 38, for step 38, we need a couple of no, I stand corrected. We need one of these. And two of these. Two flats. One right triangle, a smaller right triangle, and two flat pieces, which I really do enjoy the flats. All right. Set this down here. Now for step 38, I need to, again, we're building upon this nice little triangle corner. We're going to do a piece like that. Ooh, my hair is crazy today. So we do that. And we do these pieces, the flats right next to it. So far so good. This is kind of what it looks like. We got to do this 2 times. So I'm going to rewind. Rewind, going back to step 26, and we're going to run through it again. I'm going to go ahead and do what I call fast tracking it. I'm just going to be get through all of these and not talk about them as much as I do the first time, so we can keep it moving. So we have this piece, which we already have. Okay. We only needed one of these, so we're good with step 26, 27, and 28. We're going to need to do steps 29 through 38 again. So I'm going to do that really quick. I'm going to need one of these pieces and this guy, and I'm going to set them right here. And we're going to need 2 of the little ones. All right, 2 little ones. There you go. We got that. Now we're doing these. Looks like a stealth bomber. Let's see. We got this. We got this. We're building on it that way. That brings us all the way up to step 32. All right, now step 33 and 34. For step 33, I'm going to need 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of those. And then I'm going to go ahead and just assemble it similar to like the others here. So I'm going to put the big ones to the side here. Then I'm going to put the little cross plus pieces, and then I'm going to do the 4 counts. And then bam, there you go. That's it for that. And then for step 34, add in one of these babies, smacking it right on there. There we go. Looking good, looking good. All right. Step 35. Another one of these big babies. All right. Putting that on there. And not only do I need that, but I also need a teeny tiny one. One of these guys. Do that. And another one. So we're going to assemble that there. And right there. Looking good. And then we're going to do our little tiny L, right angle, stealth bomber. There's so many names for these. These are awesome. We got this one, similar to like before. We're going to snap that on right there, and then these two flat pieces. All right. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, that takes us all the way to that takes us basically through steps 37 and 38. So guess what that means? We're able to move on. We can move on. Super excited. We're on step 39, and that's taking all the awesomeness that we just did and assembling it with this piece that we started off with, that we built out first. So I am going to take this. Here's step 39, just so you could see. I'm going to take this, snap that in, and I'm going to take this other piece here. You can kind of see. Snap that in too. Snap it a snap. Bam. All right. So now, guess what? Another C for chill. C for chill. Or a really cool handlebar mustache. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, we have these pieces. We're on number 40, which is we're going to take two of the big ones. Two of these. And for step 40, you could see we're going to place them in this gap right here. You can kind of see it. We're going to just fill that hole. All right. There we go. What do you think? Pretty awesome. I know I'm excited. All right. That's on step 40. 41, we get to do our sweet finishing touches with the flat pieces. And I'm going to need 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. Wait. Random. I don't know. All right, let's do this. So, step 41, again, doing the flat pieces. We're going to put it right across here, like so. Yep. You can kind of see a little bit here. Yeah, see, I just added that one. That's going to be nice. All right. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. Okay. So we got this. Got our smooth looking corners. It's good. All right. That was step 41. Now for 42, we get to put it all together. We're going to take this piece. What, this big piece? What? This big piece? Yep, this big piece. And then we're going to take that and we're going to connect it. So do this here. Connect in one piece, one side, and then connecting the other side. Yes! That, my friends, is a pretty sweet looking frame. Check it out. I love it. All right. Got that done. Ooh. All right. We assembled 42. We put it all together. Now that leaves us with 43 and 44, which collectively it's the rest of these pieces and these two pieces. So what we're going to go ahead and do is, it looks like we're filling in the remainder of the gaps that are in the frame. As you can see, we have this piece right there, right here, and this other piece right there. Yeah, there it is. Something over here. Put Legos in there. So let's do it. So on this one here, put it right here. There it is. And then we're going to do it like so again with this one. There it is. Woo! I got it snapping. Snappity snap. All right. Now that I got it all degrooved, I am going to, that was 43. Step 44, we're going to take these flat pieces, the remainder of what was in bags 1, 2, 3, and then the no name bags. And we're going to go ahead and just add these around to where the block pieces are exposed. So I'm going to, wherever we just added with the gap, I got this piece here. And it looks like 3 on each side. I've already done one before I moved it over here. And then this one right here. Boom. And then let's check this out. There it is. Ooh, it took me a minute to navigate to that. All right. And I had already done a piece on this one too. So I'm going to do, boom. You know what? I'm going to try this little thing out real quick. Because I almost couldn't get that off, but if I can get it off, like I really just want to play and try it. Let me see. Let me see. I might be using this wrong. First time. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. That was cool. It was kind of satisfying. But yeah, it was good. We'll leave it at that. I gotta use it more to give my full assessment, but it was fun to use. All right, guess what? We are done with book 1 of 6. Let me see. Oh yeah. Bam. That book is done. All right. Let's start on book 2. Woo, these books. They're big books. Not too crazy big, but pretty big. All right, look. Book 2. Book 2. All right. So, book 2. It's pretty cool stuff. The Gaia Space Telescope. Let me read this really quick. Launched by the European Space Agency in 2013, the billion-pixel Gaia Space Telescope has spent more than a decade traveling billions of miles through our galaxy. The Gaia's mission's impact on astrophysics and our understanding of how the galaxy evolved has been enormous. So far, Gaia has mapped the exact positions, motions, composition, temperature, and luminosity of more than 1 billion stars and other astronomical objects, or about 1% of the Milky Way. That's just amazing. Very cool. All right. Now that we learned a little bit. Okay. Now, we're going to need books 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for this book. Oh, yes. And we're also going to need these really cool squares. That that came in a box. Let me pull those out. I'm going to go ahead and set this guy aside because I think we won't need it again for a little while. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put it aside for safekeeping, and then we'll get our other pieces going here. So bear with me one moment, please. All right, we got it. And so this is the box piece. These are really cool squares. It looks like we're going to need 1 square. So these are in segments, it looks like, which is really cool because you can kind of see this is going to be the first section of the Milky Way that we're going to be building. So I'm going to set that down right here so you can kind of get an idea where I get my first square. Love it. As you can see, these pieces came in a really cool box. Yeah. And this set is really cool because you can build it, of course, by yourself, but they have it set up in a way where if you wanted to build it with friends, you guys can work on individual sections independent from one another and assemble them at the end. So pretty awesome. But before I get ahead of myself, we're going to go ahead and focus on the one square, the one section. Okay. And we're going to do bag 4. So let's do bag 4. All right. I'm going to move this because I'm going to do my favorite. And again, this is bag 4. There's a tiny bag in there. I'm going to do the fun here. And 1, 2, 3. Yay! That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna actually rein this in because there's a lot of tiny little pieces here that I didn't realize right away. But look at that. There we go. So we got that. And then of course we have these pieces as well. So they're gonna be tinier. Let's see. Whee! Perfect. Very cool. All right, so we got that. And let's see. So step 1 in book 2 is we're going to need one flat red and one flat green. So let's do it. I'm going to go ahead and set these aside so we can just kind of take from them as we need to. This is going to be a really intricate set. Lots of tiny little pieces. All right, so we got these guys and this beautiful square, which I am going to flip over. And I'm going to put the red piece there and the green piece there. Kind of see that? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can kind of see that. Yes. All right. Next step, classic step 2, where I'm adding to this beautiful square. Okay. So for this step, I'm going to need 2 of these pieces. And 2 of these. And 1 of these. Little tiny green. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and assemble it like so. Put the pieces here where they need to go. Like so, and go. Rhymes. That's pretty awesome. I like rhymes. All right, let's see. piece. There we go. This piece. All right. Let's do this. Hold up. There it is. Probably not even a big deal, but I wanted to make sure I got the orientation right. I learned that from my father-in-law, who we've had to build a number of things together over the years, just with having kids, and he's always been a great support to help with that. But I always try when I'm doing something to line up the picture so it looks like it. So it's just easier for your brain so you don't have to do additional mental gymnastics to try to decipher how you have something oriented. So it was awesome. So shout out to George. I appreciate that tidbit. It would be something that would potentially seem like a no-brainer, but it was a light bulb moment. So I do thank you. All right, getting back. So check this out. So now we have this super duper piece here. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over. And I'm gonna start on step 3, which is really awesome because we got some of the purpley looking clear pieces coming. So, oh yeah. All right, we need 2 of these longer purpley ones. I love these. They're kind of you can kind of see they're very kind of see-through a little bit. So they're pretty great. All right, so we need, well, we only need actually, yeah, we need 2 of those. We need 1 of these, again, a little clear piece. It's awesome. And one of these clear purpley pieces. So there you go. Yep. Okay. Now it's going to have me put these pieces on like so. So let me go ahead and do that. Have it oriented here. Right here. And then this piece right here. Then this little tiny piece right there. And the 2 count flat see-through-esque piece. And then there you go. So that's it for step 3. What do we got here? Oh, look at this. Check this out. You see that? We got a lot of cool stuff coming up on step 4 and 5. So let's do it. All right. So for step 4, I'm going to need 2 of these. I'm going to hold this aside too. We'll just keep that aside. All right. We need 2 of these. I'm going to need 1 of these and 6 of these. 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There you go. Awesome. And then 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 2 of these. I think these look like blue pieces. Hold on, I'm gonna go into this light. Oh yeah. These are like dark navy pieces. So 2 of these. Tiny. All right, 2 of these. 1 of those. Another, again, a dark blue one. It's like one of these guys, which is a pretty cool piece. And what else? Oh, where's that at? Yes, check this piece out. It is a sparkly looking type disc. It's very cool. Look at that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and assemble this. Again, using my handy dandy orientation. We've got this going on. Now, here's where I'm at. Now I'm assembling, I'm adding all of these pieces. You're basically building, just building and building and building. All right, so I got this. I'm gonna put this piece right here. And this one right here. Uh-oh. And then this little square. And this piece. We're going to put it right here, though. Boom. And okay. Then this guy right here. It's like a puzzle. It's a little bit like Tetris, this one is. Because you have all of these pieces that just have to fit just so together. It's really easy to make a mistake. But that's the great thing about Legos, because you make a mistake, you can always undo your mistake. So no stress. It's okay. All right, then this piece, and then I'm going to put another one here, that dark piece right there. And then this right here. And then there we go. And blue. Wait. Yep. 2 here. Put this right here. Put this right here. Here. And glitter piece. We're going to put it right here. Sorry, didn't mean to. Put it right there. All right. Boom. Look at that. Oh, look how pretty. And you can totally see that sparkle piece. It's the same, it's made of the, it's like the same color, but it definitely, these other pieces don't have that sparkle. That is such a pretty piece. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up with step 5, and then I'm going to call it a night. Let's do step 5, and then we'll pick up next week on a Lego and Chill. So step 5. Wow, look at all these pieces for step 5. Look at all of them. So many. All right, for step 5, it looks like we're going to need, I'm going to move this out of the way here. We'll move that out of the way. Yep. We're gonna need two of these. We're gonna need one of these. There's a lot of unique pieces in this set, which is another cool reason why I like it. Another good reason. We need one of these little. They look like the top of houses from Monopoly. Let me see. One of these and one of these. Let me see. Oh yeah, one of these, two of these, and one of these. Oh yeah, look, that's cool. That's kind of like a it's a quarter of a cylinder. It's definitely got a hump on it. All right. I think that's all that we needed on this one. I'm going to go ahead and assemble this right here. And again, just to remind you, number 5, number 5. So for number 5, we're adding to what we've already done. So we need this piece and this piece. We're gonna need one of these tiny little blue cross plus pieces. Another one of these. I like those. So many unique pieces, colors and shapes. Legos is awesome. Legos are awesome. Legos remind me of people very much. There's so many different varieties. Okay. Is that? Hold up. I'm trying to look here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yep. You know what? Let me build through this way, and then we'll work our way back for that piece. So I'm going to do that piece right there. Just so. Yep. And that piece right here. And that piece right here. And ooh, I forgot one of the pieces. Let me grab it real quick. I think. Let me triple check. Yeah, no, let me find it. I missed one. All right. Feel like I'm totally missing this. Let's try it again. Let's see. Ah, boom. See, this wasn't even on my radar to do this one. All right, I'm gonna do this right here. Yep, and then this piece right here. And then I'm going to pick this up and put this piece right here. and then put that piece right there. Boom. There you go. And check it out. It looks like you have a little tiny house, a little tiny city. A city of awesome. And that's just what our world is part of. All we are is just a piece of the awesome whole. So, that's it for tonight. We made it through, finished book 1, and we made it up through step 5 of book 2. So, I do want to thank you for hanging out. Appreciate your time. Hope you have a great rest of the week, and keep on being